I'm Karen with Nature Coast TV, and today we have with us Mr. Carmen Bruno, Hernando County Recycling Coordinator. How are you, Carmen?
Very well, thank you.
We're so glad to have you here today and talking about the importance of recycling. What is really recycling?
Well, there are three parts to recycling that we can talk about: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Folks can reduce some of the things that they're doing. They can buy less of something. One of the examples we have is when we go to the grocery store, we can use less grocery store bags, and maybe we can pick up some reusable shopping bags. You get a half a dozen or so reusable shopping bags, just keep them in your vehicle when you unload your groceries at the house. So that's one of the things we can do to reduce the amount of material that we're getting. Reusing things, find other uses for things. My favorite one is hand-me-down clothing. That's getting reuse out of that clothing, and we all know as expensive as clothing is today, that's a really good reuse. Same thing with shoes. We have some fantastic organizations here in our county that run thrift stores and reuse centers. Not only are we helping an organization to build a house or job training or anything like that, we're also helping folks to go out and maybe get a suit or clothing that they couldn't afford. The ultimate goal of all these strategies is to keep things out of the landfill.
How much trash are we picking up? Because that trash goes right to our landfills.
Yes, ma'am. About 350 tons a day of trash comes to our landfill.
That's a lot.
It's in a couple of different categories, but if we were to take all that material and take 7 school buses and pack them full, that's what we're burying every day. Instead of burying 350 tons of trash, maybe we can bury 325 tons of trash a day. That's going to add life onto our landfill, which the county owns. The longer we can stay on 98 where we have our landfill, the better off we're going to be. Landfill construction is extremely expensive, and the siting process is rather long. So we've got a good piece of land right now to use. We've probably got about 60 years of lifespan as we sit right now. So the more that we can incorporate recycling into what we do every day, the better off we're going to be.
Recycling here in Hernando County, is it included for homeowners or is it an additional cost?
We've got 2 areas that we can talk about here in Hernando County. We have a universal collection area in the Spring Hill area where your garbage is paid for through your water bill. In that garbage bill, you get twice a week garbage pickup, once a week yard waste pickup, and once a week recycling included in the bill. Then we have another area in the county outside of the Spring Hill area where people can sign up for the service. It's not mandatory, but they get the same level of service. With the program, you wind up getting 2 18-gallon totes. You fill those up with your recyclables once a week, and a Republic truck is going to come by and pick it up. Even some of the folks in Spring Hill can sign up, and it's pretty easy. They're going to call the number that's on our shopping bag right here, 352-754-4112, or they can email recycling@hernandocounty.us. And it generally takes us about 2 weeks to get recycling bins to people. Now, we do have some customers that just really like coming to the landfill or using one of our 2 convenience centers located in Spring Hill or in Ridge Manor. You have the same level of service there. You can bring your recycling with you there. At the end of the year, last year, we reported to the state that we recycled over 42,000 tons of material. We run what's called a sanitary landfill. It's an engineered facility. We've got environmental safeguards in place where we're protecting groundwater, we're protecting wildlife, we're protecting the environment overall. The faster we fill it up, the sooner we have to go look for another facility or even build on the property we're at now. When we look at building a landfill, we're probably looking at in excess of $250,000 an acre. There's a whole lot that goes into that process, and it takes a couple of years to do that. So again, the more we can recycle in the long run, the better off we're going to be for that piece of property. And that's a cost that we all share as residents in our county.
Why don't you give us some other ideas of how people can reuse some of their materials?
If you got to buy water, absolutely buy it, but try and use something reusable, or even reuse the water bottle that you bought today, tomorrow, okay? And then go ahead and think about a backyard composting program. Our food scraps, our grass clippings, our tree trimmings, and things like that can be turned into compost to help augment our soil.
Carmen, we really really appreciate you coming out today and sharing with us the importance of recycling and that it is included for you here in Hernando County and all of the wonderful things that they're doing around here to help impact our community in a great way.
Thank you. It was fantastic being here.
You can find them at hernandocounty.us for more information, or you can contact them at 352-754-4112.